Hi everyone, this is Shakti here. This is Friday night in California. It's almost 9 o'clock and I am coming at you live for my 365-day challenge. Today is day number 45. We've been live 45 days. We've been live 45 days. This is so exciting. Milestone to hit today. So funny. It's such an exciting milestone to hit today, and we're talking about how to hit more milestones. Yay! I actually did not put two and two together, but the topic that came to me just now was how to crush your goals, and I completely forgot that there's a milestone of 45 days that I just hit as well. Like, what a divine synchronicity that I'm thinking about something, and then as I'm speaking something else, and I'm like, wait a minute, these two are connected. So we're talking about how to crush your goals, because that's how I would love to support you today. I would love to seeing you crushing your goals, seeing you championing your work and claiming more success, more money, more clients, more ease in your business, in your life. These are very important things, and very important things, especially for women and men, like all of you who are, in the personal growth, healing, development industry. You're wanting to make money from your art, from your gift, and that is huge. And we need people like you more and more in this world, people who are so connected to their truth and so ready to serve others from their truth. We need people like you in the world. And that is why I show up every day for you, because I really feel like I'm one of you. There's huge respect I have for people like us who are so connected to their missions, connected to their soul, connected to their hearts, and want to serve people. Making money is easy. I had a corporate job, I made a lot of money, but making money in this way feels so good. It hits differently. So we're talking about how you can crush your goals, and this is something I work through a lot. And a lot of times, what I see clients, what I see happen with clients is that they will, a lot of them don't have a vision, but a lot of them do. They have a vision, they have goals. Very important to set goals on a monthly basis, and having goals for your whole entire year, having goals then divided into quarters and then divided into months. If you're not doing it, I highly recommend doing it. This is how you can begin to really lead your business with a level of intentionality. And I understand the resistance to doing that too, because a lot of times we don't want to disappoint ourselves and feel like failures if we don't set goals. However, when you don't have any goals, there's nothing the universe has to deliver to you. There's nothing shifting, there's nothing changing, there's nothing called forward, there's nothing manifesting, there's no momentum, and then we're all stuck. So highly recommend setting your goals for your business. And what I'm addressing today is this kind of situation, this scenario, this dynamic where you have your goals and you feel small. You feel like you may not have the right level of courage to get it. And this is a very, we're all humans. This is very, very common situation to encounter. And one of the ways that you can start to work around this is to look at it, look at your goal. Let's say you have a goal for hitting, $10,000 this month. Or you have a goal of building your funnel, or you have a goal of um, standing up your lead generation system, right? Or your sales system, whatever it is. It can be overwhelming to really go for it. You may have a vision for it, and you may be looking at something really big. And what I want to invite you to do is to allow a lot of gentleness for yourself. Be so gentle with yourself, be so patient with yourself, and allow your goal to be a work in progress. Not something that you have to hit in one shot and stand up in one go, but something that you can start to look at. Here's where I want to be in 30 days, right? And here's where I can be in one day, right? Here's where I can be in a week. Here's how I can be in the next 2 weeks. And here's where I can be in the next 3 weeks. And leading up to where you want to go. This is a very common practice actually in other industry. I used to work in the technology field. Not too long, but I did go to college to study computer science. And there's a thing called prototype. And if you know what I mean, I think this will like really click in your head. Because before you stand up a full-blown technology system, one of the best practices is actually not stand it up. Create a prototype first. And that means you create a lighter version of what you're eventually wanting to create. And this way, this lighter version, number one, feels a lot easier to create. It takes less time, right? It takes less effort, easy to create, less time, less effort. And then you can start to feel into what elements you like and what you don't like. There's a feedback loop you start to open up within yourself to see, are you really liking the vision that you have? Or how could some things could be different? How could some things that can evolve in conversation with other people, in conversation with your potential clients, in conversation with your own self? And this is going to allow a lot of space for you to let the work, whatever your goals, everything that you're trying to do, let it all organically evolve rather than putting so much pressure on you that it has to work in the first go. And I have noticed every time I do that, like I was working through a whole strategy, like end-to-end strategy, and it was feeling a lot overwhelming for me to implement by myself unless like I hire help. And then I came to this kind of realization, it does not have to all be done right away, number one. It can all happen in phases, and I can run with a lighter version of what I'm trying to do and go implement it and have fun with it and feel into it and keep things flowing and then let it evolve. And why this is so important, why am I like honing in on this, is because most times what I see with clients is that they will have a big goal, and a lot of times their goals come from because somebody else is doing or they think they should do or their mentor tells them. None of that can really be helpful. This is just all a recipe for creating just more stuckness. So notice that a lot of times that there's a big goal, and then they lose momentum, because and a lot of this also happen at a subconscious level that we don't even realize. But it kind of goes from, I have a big goal, I'm excited about it, now I don't know what to do with it, because part of you feels overwhelmed trying to get it done. And then, people like take time off and trying to like get their energy back up and all of that. And it creates this energy of stop and go, and then stop and go, and stop and go, and stop and go. And when you try to, take your goals and allow yourself to be imperfect and allow yourself to start with something, then you get to really step into more flow and let this be an iterative process organically that creates something big and powerful and meaningful. And you don't have to lose momentum. You don't have to lose your flow in that process. And that is one of the biggest benefit, because once you lose the flow and your momentum in your business, it gets really hard to get it back up. So I wanted to just share this with you today because I feel like we can all benefit from this. One of those productivity hacks and how to like really lead our businesses, conversations that I think it's important to have. Let me know if you set goals in your business right now. Drop in the comment or DM me. Let me know what big projects are you working on that feel like out of your reach, and how is this conversation landing for you? Is this supportive? Does that help you kind of lighten that load and like really go for it in small iterations? I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you tomorrow at, tomorrow evening for our day number 46. Bye.